The room was full of polished parents, mothers in smart dresses, fathers in tailored suits, the smell of expensive cologne and coffee lingering like an unspoken competition. Ms. Holloway, the principal, stood by the whiteboard, eyes scanning the faces with quiet precision. She'd seen it all in her years of education: brilliant minds, broken homes, helicopter parents, and hearts too tired to care. But nothing prepared her for what happened that Thursday night. The meeting was halfway through when the door creaked open. Heads turned, annoyed at the interruption. He stepped in late, and nothing like the others. No pressed shirt, no shiny shoes, just an old denim jacket, a bit frayed at the collar, and boots that had clearly seen more mud than marble tiles. He looked around sheepishly, brushing his hair back like he wasn't sure if he belonged. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "Traffic, and work ran late." He took the only empty seat, at the back, near the fire extinguisher. That was Jack Harper, the single dad of a boy named Theo, who rarely spoke but always helped stack chairs after school, who drew superheroes with missing moms and dads with tired eyes, who once gave a crayon portrait to a mess. Holloway with the words, "My dad makes me feel safe." Jack didn't say much that night. While the other parents asked about SAT, extracurriculars, college prep, Jack listened. His brow furrowed when a teacher mentioned budget cuts and how art supplies were running low. When the science teacher explained how they were short on volunteers for the STEM night, he scribbled a note in the corner of a napkin, and when they passed the cookie tray around, he passed it on, probably thinking someone else needed it more. But Ms. Holloway noticed. After the meeting, she found him near the parking lot, crouched beside his rusty pickup, trying to unjam the back door where Theo's old soccer cleats were stuck. "You know," she said, startling him, "most people don't offer to fix broken desks after a parent meeting." Jack looked up, surprised. "I saw them wobbling. Figured I had some tools in the truck. Didn't want the kids to get hurt." "Do you do that often?" she asked. "What? Fix things that aren't yours?" Jack smiled faintly. "When you grow up with little, you learn to make things last. When you have a kid, you learn to do it quietly." There was a pause, thick but not uncomfortable. "You're the only parent who asked how the teachers were doing," she said softly. He shrugged. "They're helping raise my son. That matters." That night, she couldn't stop thinking about him. Not because he was handsome in that rugged, unpolished way. Not even because of the way he seemed to carry both strength and sadness, like old luggage. But because in a room full of people trying to impress, he simply cared. Weeks passed. Jack started showing up more, not to impress, just to help. He patched the gym door, fixed the jammed lockers, even welded a loose playground fence. Teachers started leaving post-it notes on his windshield with "thank you" scribbled in blue ink. But it wasn't until the fire alarm malfunctioned on a snowy December morning that everything changed. Chaos erupted in the school, kids crying, smoke that turned out to be a kitchen appliance gone rogue. But amid the panic, Jack was already moving. He was there to drop off Theo's lunch, and instead, he was carrying 2 second graders out in his arms, their boots half, laced and their cheeks streaked with fear. He didn't flinch. He just acted. Later, in the staff room, while the teachers hugged each other and counted heads, Ms. Holloway walked up to him. "You saved them," she said, voice trembling. "I just happened to be here." He replied, "No, Jack, you were meant to be here." She paused, heart racing louder than she expected. "You show up for everyone, quietly, kindly, tirelessly." He chuckled nervously. "Are you off-firing me as the unofficial school handyman?" She stepped closer, her hand brushing his. "No," she said with a smile. "I'm asking you to marry me." Jack blinked, thought she was joking, but then he saw its honest eyes, filled with something rare and unmistakable. "I mean," she said quickly, cheeks red, "not now, not like this, but maybe, someday." He laughed, a deep, warm laugh that made the snowy world outside feel a little brighter. "Well," he said, "you'll have to meet Theo first. He's the real boss." She smiled. "He already gave me a drawing, said I was his second favorite grow. Nup, I was hoping for a promotion." Jack nodded, eyes soft. "I think we can arrange that." And so, In a small town where people often looked past the ones who mattered most, a simple man in a denim jacket reminded everyone that the loudest love isn't shouted, it's shown. In the little things, the unnoticed gestures, the everyday heroism, because sometimes the most extraordinary people show up late and change your life forever. And maybe, just maybe, love begins with a wobbly desk and a pair of muddy boots. Don't forget to be kind. You never know who's watching or what hearts you might fix along the way.